Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you are aware, this past Sunday a tragic incident occurred in Orlando, Florida. A gunman by the name of Omar Mateen entered a gay nightclub and started shooting at innocent civilians. At the end of the night, more than 100 people were shot, 53 were wounded, and 49 were pronounced dead. The footage that follows took place outside of the Pulse nightclub. You can actually hear gunshots from inside the club while police were surrounding the building. Later on, you can see the aftermath of the tragic shooting. I know it's difficult to watch. That's why I'm putting this disclaimer out. The footage that you're about to see is disturbing and extremely unsettling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Look at this. Let's go. Llama Alfredo. He's telling you to come. Oh my God, they're all shooting back and forth. Come on, let's go. No, wait. Go this way. Look at all that. That is, oh my God.
Well, we are back, and footage tough to watch. It's tough to watch. I mean, absolutely inexplicable actions by this man, and I just don't get it. And by the way, many of you perhaps may have seen that clip on many different media outlets when they're providing the news of the incident, but ladies and gentlemen, this was absolutely disturbing. Sickening would be the best word to describe it. And people just went to the nightclub, the Pulse nightclub, to have a great time, not to have their lives cut short. They were there to have fun and socialize, and then this man came and, well, of course, you guys know the story, but nonetheless, folks, this would turn out to be the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. As I mentioned, 49 innocent lives were taken, and this was basically a terrorist attack. The man pledged to ISIS when he called 911 during the shooting, and I briefly want to give my thoughts on gun control. This is where I stand, and wait a minute, what is this pig doing? Well, at least Minecraft's here to lighten up the mood, but the point I was trying to make was the fact that it's time to ban guns. There, I said it. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. It's time to ban guns. That's just my opinion. I'm sure many of you do not agree with that statement. But of course, banning guns will definitely decrease the amount of homicides we have each year. Guns are one of the biggest reasons why there are so many homicides in the United States each and every single year. I mean, what about Christina Grimmie? I mean, she was shot and killed. For what? For what reason? I mean, this is out of control, and I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm gonna create a whole separate video where I go in depth about gun control and why I believe it's the smart thing to do. But back to the shooting itself, the Orlando community definitely was struck hard this past Sunday, and many of the LGBT community was affected by this as well. And it doesn't matter what your sexuality is, what your color or race is. The world does not need any discrimination or hate. But the bottom line is this: nobody innocent deserves to die. It's a shame that such evil exists in our world. It really is. I just don't get it. I really don't. We'll definitely not forget the mass shooting that took place this past Sunday. I mean, before I actually sign off, if you disagree on why, I mean, again, I say that it's smart to ban guns. If you disagree, don't hesitate to comment. Of course, you have the right to disagree. I just want to hear you. Why do you think it's not a good idea to ban guns? Or if you do agree, also comment. But like I was saying, we're never going to forget the mass shooting that took place this past Sunday in Orlando. Absolutely sickening. And more importantly, we will never, ever forget the 49 innocent victims that were lost on that day. And of course, well, that's basically it for this video. Goodbye, everybody. Until next time.